with it whatsoever. I don't know why. Kai was saying that he was having an issue of keeping a constant connection, I guess you could say.
But I guess it depends on like what
Internet
his
connection.
internet connection is
Yeah.
like.
Because, like, I have the best internet speed I can get with the a very, very, and excuse me for saying this, but very crappy connection, connection company
Um,
with Spectrum.
you said Spectrum?
Yeah.
Do you have your PlayStation directly connected to the internet, or is it through
Hard,
Wi-Fi?
hardwired. Yeah, directly connected.
Hardwire?
Both,
That might make a difference.
and apparently it does. Holy shit. Because I
Because it
wasn't.
looks like you're playing off of a regular computer. There is some latency,
Uh, uh, there is a
but
little bit, yeah. Like, I can tell the difference because it looks all somewhat pixelated to me versus what it looks like on my television. But then
it
again,
looks like it's running well.
yeah, I don't have any issues playing it. There's a little bit laggy in there, but that's just, server issues, connection with the
Hmm.
server.
It doesn't look pixelated to me on my side.
Well, that's because of the monitor that I'm using is a 5-year-old monitor. I actually need to swap it out for a new one with better, I guess better quality? I don't
I
know.
mean, on my side, the graphics look fine.
I have no
It doesn't
idea.
have anything to do with your monitor. It has to do with it has to do with the settings that
I can't change the settings for like resolution or anything like that if you were going there.
no, no, I know.
Okay.
Um I'm talking about the stream settings. So the stream settings is capturing it at like a high resolution because it doesn't look pixelated. It looks all the shadows are rendering fine. It's the stream looks fine. It looks as if you're playing off of a PC.
Okay. That's good. That's the way I want it to be, is to look really great and good.
I
And
just don't hear any sound effects. Hold on a second.
it should be so. It's a lot of shit in my damn headphone.
Do you have your sound on right now?
Yeah.
On slobs?
Yes. Let me go
Uh,
look here. Do you hear yourself talking?
nope.
Yeah, it's unmuted. I don't know why.
Oh, I know why. Hold on a second.
There's
Dual
your problem.
computers.
Yep. There's your problem.
Ugh.
Okay, I want to get that stuff.
I'm really considering buying those Ariana Grande headsets.
Oh jeez. Why?
The cat ear ones? 'Cause I want them.
Fair enough. You kitty cat, you.
I hear it. I hear it now. I just don't hear
Yay.
the sound effects yet.
What about now?
Hold
'Cause I
on.
haven't.
Wait, you died, so I guess it.
No, there was some sounds. It was just very, very faint sound.
Yeah, I hear the footsteps.
Yeah, that's all I really care about. As long as people can hear the soundage.
Yeah.
I don't have my
So,
chat box open up either, so I can't see it.
that's cool. So wait, so
What's that?
so you set it up so that it's doing the remote access from the PlayStation to your computer, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
then I have Slob set up to where it's only capturing this specific window.
Hmm.
So they don't, people don't see, anything like
All the
that.
other stuff.
Yeah. I don't need
Hmm.
people watching, looking at my games.
Awesome. I'm glad it works.
Oh, I will definitely be streaming Red Dead Redemption whenever,
Now, whenever you get a PlayStation game and you want to play it, you can stream that too.
Of course. Which I'll probably be
Awesome.
doing that for Black Ops 4 um, around the same time as well. Kind of swap it up between the two, playing zombies and everything. That's all we'll ever do.
Now, is your PlayStation 4 close to your computer? Are they like in the same room?
Not in the same room. It's down the hall from where the computer is.
Okay.
Why is that? Why do you ask?
Because like if you needed to like switch CDs or whatever,
I
that's
would
the
have.
only thing that I could see being a little pain in the ass.
I mean, I could easily bring it out here.
Oh, Kai is watching you stream too.
Oh, it's okay. Mind you, I can't see chat right now because I don't have the thing opened up yet.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Which actually, now I do.
Oof. You discovered Shaman's Rise.
And Discovery Jack. It's your imagination, Alva.
It's on the
Don't let it
screen.
taint you. Gosh. Almost had a tainted water here.
What?
What? I heard a ping.
Changing water.
You don't get the reference. Because I said earlier, don't get tainted. You know
Whatever.
what? Yeah. I made a bad joke, I'm sorry. Oh, bad hyena. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Well, it's good to know. I'll probably be doing this for like an hour or so. Still a lot to learn in this game.
I could buy my Gen Con flight now too.
I actually need to look that up to see how much it would be to fly out to where Sauce is at.
It's Indianapolis from you. For me, it's like 200 and change. It's really not bad. It's just like a 2-hour flight, and it's only one plane, so it's really a good flight. It's not that expensive. From where you are.
Like, I'd be flying out of Austin, Texas instead of Killeen. Just saying.
Why?
Because it would be cheaper from there instead of the Killeen airport. I'm thinking it would be.
Think so? Let me check.
Doesn't hurt to try. I would assume it
It'd
would
be more of a hassle from Colleen, that's for sure. It's $300 from Colleen. From Austin. Said Austin, right?
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
From Austin, it's about $40 cheaper.
There you go. Yeah, usually.
But
I don't like butts. I like butts, but I don't like butts.
it's the same amount of time.
Okay. Still cheaper. Those are dark little looking things. I don't like those things. Those things look scary.
So, how far is Austin from where you are then?
An hour. Well, it's like legitimately an hour from the airport is where I'm at.
And then, and Colleen is
Clean airport
how
probably
far?
about 20-25 minutes.
I'm just curious about my options.
That's a big dragon looking creature. Can you walk up to it? But would it say friendly?
Nope.
But that's your water, so you won't die.
I'm busy.
Well then. See how it is. So what you doing? Still organizing the emails?
Still trying to potty train my dog.
Oh, that's it. How old is
She
she?
keeps on. She's like 10 years old. She knows what to do, but she's lazy and she wants to go outside.
Wanna go outside? Or is it too cold?
I'm trying to prepare her for winter because once winter comes, the snow comes and she's not gonna want to. First of all, I won't be able to open the door because once that snow comes, I'm not. I don't.
Much.
It's not even that it's a lot. It's
Uh-huh.
that there are some days that it'll be a snowstorm,
Oh, okay.
and then there'll be a lot of snow. But then other times there'll be a little bit of snow and the ice will keep the door shut and I can't open it.
Fair
So,
enough.
because there's a screen door first and then the regular door. So, you know, the regular door I can obviously open, but the screen door will break if I try to open it and there's ice on it.
Right. Makes sense.
So, she needs to remember how to go to the potty on the wee wee pad.
Fair enough. I can agree. That's a big giant creature looking thing. Toggle, can you poke it?
No.
But I need an adult. It's big. It looks scary. I want to poke it, but I'm afraid to. Come on.
She's just looking at me like, what? Not letting you out. If you pee on the floor, I'm gonna be pissed off. I wasted half a roll towel on her this morning. Shit pissed me off so much. Brand new paper towel just wasted on her because she didn't want to pee on the wee wee pad. She decided to pee all around the room.
Eesh. Feels bad.
You saw the picture.
Oh yeah, I sure did. Feels bad. Feels bad.
She's just laying next to the door. I don't give a fuck. Well, it seems pretty seamless so far.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with it yet. Yet.
Yet. I guess it all depends on your connection. Because my PlayStation, well, his PlayStation is connected to directly because he was pissed off that the Wi-Fi signal wasn't steady, but it's not my fault that it wasn't steady because the PlayStation 4 does not if you're on a Wi-Fi connection on the PlayStation 4, the firmware for the PlayStation 4's Wi-Fi connection, they haven't updated the firmware yet. So it's extreme. Huh?
For like the PlayStation itself, or
for the PlayStation itself, it has nothing to do with the internet connection. The PlayStation itself firmware for the Wi-Fi has not been updated for like almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
So since we have the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Right.
So that when we got it like on a Black Friday sale last year. And um, it should have been real like a really good, like everything should have been set up properly in terms of the firmware for the Wi-Fi. The whole thing with that annoys me is that Sony is very slow to produce firmware updates.
I agree.
They produce them like maybe quarterly, and um, the only time they do like monthly updates is now, like just on some functionalities and some security because they've learned their lesson from the past. Um, but in terms of the Wi-Fi stability, that's been an issue since from day one since the PlayStation 4 came out.
I agree with that. 100%.
I mean, so if Kai is, I know he's probably listening in.
No, I mean, he's AFK on Discord though, so that
Oh,
might be auto switching.
maybe. But if he listens later, or if one of us talks to him later, and he's using Wi-Fi for the PlayStation 4, it may not be his internet connection at all. It may be
Yeah.
the fact that the PlayStation 4's connectivity, the firmware update for Wi-Fi connectivity, is still not up to date. I can look that up, but I remember that was the case for when we got the PlayStation 4 Pro, and he was trying to play Overwatch.
Right, right.
That's the only game he really plays like consistently is
Uh-huh.
Overwatch. And so you need to have stability
For
with
sure.
Overwatch
For sure.
because you're playing against other people and stuff. So um I get his concern. He was really upset because like I went I when we were on the 1 gig up and down,
Mm.
that was like the fastest speed that you can possibly get off of Verizon Fios. And I had it on the Wi-Fi, and he was only getting like maybe 100 megs,
Yeesh.
and he should have been getting way more than that. And even um, when I tested it, it was fluctuating drastically. It literally went at one point from 8 megabytes
Mm.
to 10 to 50 to 12. It would go up and down all of the time, every time I tested it. And it would be such low numbers that I was like, what the hell is going on? Until I researched it and I found out, oh. And then my cousin, who was living with us at the time, who also has a PlayStation 4, he was like, oh yeah, the Wi-Fi firmware, not up to date.
Mm.
They never updated it.
Mm-hmm, mm.
I was like, what? How is that possible?
Yeah, I kind of not understood, but kind of figured that as much, especially with PlayStation. Because I mean, every
Yeah.
single time I've done it, we would have like a gentleman come over here, a person in general would come over here and test the signal, because my father would assume that it would be the Wi-Fi itself and whatnot, what have you.
Yeah, that's an easy assumption.
So, and he says that we should be getting X amount and yada 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 for either one. We never do, and so I just yeah ruled out the fact that it's Wi-Fi or the modem altogether
It's
just
a
because
it's
it's a common thing.
yeah, it's not the Wi-Fi or the service, it's the PlayStation itself. Which is dumb because you would think that being Sony, they'd and being the PlayStation's been out for a while, they'd fix that shit. So what are you building?
A hoose,
A house.
building a
Oh, that's why. So I like flying Spirit Airlines because they have really cheap prices. And I keep on looking for, I keep looking for flights on Spirit and I can't find it. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I realize they're cheap for, um, New York to Chicago.
Okay.
They don't even fly to Indianapolis.
Phew. Sadness. So you've been trying to look for like the longest and just realized that, or?
I was looking at the list
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like, oh, it's why is Indianapolis not on the list? Did they change it? Did they remove it? And then I realized, oh, that wasn't what I've flown to Indianapolis on before. Go on, Saya. Go on.
I am being chased. My ass is on the line here. I found some wood, finally. Go, I need a meat shield. Can you call spirit?
I am not cannon fodder.
That's why it's spirit. I need a spirit to be cannon fodder. That's what I need. Please.
My dog is like, I am ready for bed. And I'm like, you got another hour.
Damn. When the owner be strict.
Oh, should I get used to the time daylight savings?
For sure, for sure.
I don't think the airline is gonna call me today because it's Black Friday.
Nah, probably not.
Well, everything's on sale. Like, we aren't gonna call you on a day that you get discounts. Fuck that. Oh, I had 2 gift cards from my mom for the past. Every year she gives me $100 gift card with Old Navy. So I had $200 worth of gift cards from Old Navy.
Oh, nice.
And because the store, the online store, had 50% off of everything, I bought like $400 worth of items for $200.
Nice.
I was like, yay, I didn't spend a dime. Use the gift cards.
Well
So
then.
I got like I got some sandals for Jamaica. I got some scarves for winter. I got a dress in case I need it.
You probably would in November.
Yeah, I don't know. Dresses are cold though.
It's not going to be cold in Jamaica.
Yeah, but on a boat, it's gonna be chilly.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
We'll see, anyway. And let's see, what else did I want to do?
More walls.
Now available on Mac and Linux. Total War Warhammer 2.
Apparently that's a popular game nowadays since a lot of people are playing it.
50% off too.
Oh, nice. That's real nice.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting Alpha Hippo a gift because I already gave him a gift. I'm trying to remember who was it, who to give a gift to and who not to give a gift to. I might not give you a Christmas gift because flight.
I wasn't even going to ask for anything whatsoever.
Although I want to give you a little something.
Cuddles are acceptable.
Kaijus are acceptable. I sent out the gifts for Sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I told him, I messaged him, I said, expect some Amazon boxes to be delivered to you.
I heard that
And then I
completely
put
so
the,
wrong.
I,
Just wanted to say that.
do I need to repeat myself?
No. I know what you meant.
Okay.
It
So
sounded
then
something worse. But
I put
continue.
the little evil smiling imp emoji. And then I put the estimated delivery date. And then I said, Merry Christmas with a little Santa. And he goes, dot, 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 what the shit? Not even a thank you. He's just like, what the shit?
Why did you say that?
What?
I said, why did you say it like that?
Because he doesn't like getting gifts because he feels bad about it. And he feels like he owes that person a gift in return.
I don't know
And
why.
I'm the type of person that I don't care if I get a gift in return or not.
Exactly.
I just want to see like pictures of him and his girlfriend and the kids, you know, with the gift if they like it or not.
No, of course.
But I was like, I told him, it's gifts for you, Ariel, and the kids. I didn't get anything expensive, so don't worry about it. He hasn't responded back to me, but I have a feeling like he does not like getting. Well, I don't even have a feeling. I know he does not like getting gifts or anything like that because every time he feels guilty about it. So when whenever he tells me, you know, don't do it because I don't have any money or whatever to get you a gift back, I tell him don't worry about it because I'm gonna be staying with you at Gen Con. And that saves a ton of money because they charge like $400 a night to stay in a hotel during Gen Con.
No, I completely agree with that. I mean, if he offers the same thing to me, then shoot, that saves a whole bucket load of money for me. You know,
Exactly, like,
hotel costs
you
and
know,
whatnot.
if it saves us money to stay with him instead of a hotel, and then also like, you know, he'll one night he made dinner, like, and it was pretty damn good actually. He made like, yeah, it wasn't even like a particularly big dinner. It was just like he made nachos, and this the way that he makes the nachos, he pulls out the crock pot and makes the cheese from scratch, and like the cheese, and he puts in like meat in it, you know, ground beef or whatever, and it was really damn good. Like I
Sounds
had
freaking
legit
phenomenal.
2 servings.
That's sounds just as good as my mother's taco plate that she makes, because she puts like a layer of the flour tortillas, beef-fried beans, meat, cheese, and another whole another layer on top of that. So it's like a
Mhm.
little sandwich.
Yeah, he doesn't do it like that, but the way he serves it is like it's hot cheese, and you just while it's hot, you grab the cheese and you put it on your nachos,
Oh, she
and
does
then
it
he'll
with like that sort of cheese you buy from the store and stuff like that.
oh no, he does like I don't know, I think he did like 3 different types of cheese. I'm not even sure. It was like 3 different types of nacho cheese. It's like cheddar, Velveeta, I think, and something else. And then he gives it to you hot, and then or you take it, you get it hot, and you put it on your nachos or on the side of your nachos, however you like it. And then he gives you sour cream, salsa, guacamole, whatever you want with it. So
Uh-huh.
I was just like, I want everything. And then he
Everything?
had different types of nachos too. So I was like, I am done. I ate 2 servings of that stuff and I was just like done for the day.
That and cheese is heaven for you.
Jeez.
See?
Cheese
Oh
and
my goodness.
chocolate. But yeah, so I love cheddar cheese, American cheese. But well, fresh mozzarella is my favorite. American cheese I've been kind of getting like if about lately, like
Why is that?
because I've been eating like more natural stuff, less processed foods. So now whenever I eat like American cheese, which is super processed, I taste the like chemicals that they put into it now. I can my taste buds can define like what is artificial and what's not. So now
Yeah.
like yeah, so like American cheese now is kind of not that great for me anymore.
Makes sense.
Which sucks because that's the one cheese I used to love as a kid all the time. I used to eat the slices like right out of the plastic. I love grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, I do too. Fucking amazing. That's good. Loved it. That's
I
like
make them
literally
crunchy.
that's like literally the one thing I always ate at any restaurant would just be a grilled cheese sandwich as a kid.
Yeah, love grilled cheese sandwiches. Now it's like I'll have to have cheddar instead of American cheese, which isn't like a huge difference,
No.
but it's definitely cheddar doesn't have the chemical processed flavor like American cheese does.
Fair enough.
But cheddar is definitely a stronger flavor. So, you know. So yeah, 'cause the other day I had an egg and cheese on a roll.
Uh-huh.
And I was so excited about it because I had dreamt of having an egg and cheese on a roll. And I was like, I want one now.
Uh-huh.
I went and ate it, and I felt sick afterwards.
Ouch. Why?
Because I haven't been eating processed foods.
Oh, okay, makes sense. That sucks.
Like I've been eating all natural foods.
It's like you go to enjoy the one thing you want to enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the problem when you exclude foods to like meet a specific diet. You can't eat that food. You can't go back to it. You have to go back to it incrementally. You can't
Ease your
like
way
just
into it.
yeah, you have to ease your way into it cuz like for example, salt.
Yep.
If you exclude salt from food, you know how much salt is in all of the foods that you get?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous. And then you start excluding salt from your diet. And then you go to eat that one thing that you'd love to eat that has salt on it, and you can't do it because it just tastes disgusting after a while. Like popcorn.
Oh, Jesus
Like-
Christ. I have not eaten popcorn in so long. Well, actually, it's the last time I went to movies, which was pretty while ago. Good Lord. I've been... Yeah. I don't know.
Like I had popcorn yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I was like crying because I was like, the popcorn's so good, but it's so salty.
You haven't been eating salt, have you?
I've been excluding it a little bit. I try not to eat that much salt anyway.
Why
Salt
not?
and sugar.
Why
Because I
salt?
need to.
What's wrong with salt then?
Because so I have high blood pressure. It's
Okay.
not. It's borderline. It's borderline. So I don't need to exclude it completely, but I definitely need to reduce the amount of salt that I have because of the high blood pressure. I have to exercise more and stuff like that too. But I have to exclude salt from my diet because that contributes to having high blood pressure. Really, it's my job that causes me to have a lot of high blood pressure, but because of stress. But my diet definitely takes
Oh my
part in
goodness.
that as well.
Wow.
Why are you laughing at me? You know I'm stressed out at work.
The fact that you said it, though. The fact that you said it. I'm shocked. Flabbergasted.
How is that shocking?
'Cause I said so.
Anyway. Yeah, I try to eat healthy. You've seen most of my diet is vegetables.
True.
Like, I have to start excluding cheese again because clearly cheese is very bad for me.
Eesh.
So
Oh,
I'll
hey,
eat
leave
probably
out the
cheese
cheese.
for breakfast.
Hey, leave
I
out the cheese.
know. I know. I love cheese.
You know, I'm gonna
I
get.
can.
Then don't exclude cheese for too long. Then.
I'm not excluding it completely.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, instead of eating, because I have been eating cheese a little too much lately, because I've been making egg and cheese in the morning, then eggplant parmesan,
Pizza.
then pizza, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3 cheeses for each meal. So 1 cheese for each meal. So that's not good. So I need to just eat it once a day. So I don't like eating eggs by itself. Like I have to have, the only time I'll eat eggs by itself is if it's hard boiled.
Mhm.
So hard boiled eggs I don't mind. With a little salt on it, or even like a an egg salad. Like I'll put a little mayo with the egg, the hard boiled egg. I'll eat it like that. That's fine. Then I don't have to have the cheese. But if I'm making like an omelet, it has to have cheese. If I'm making scrambled eggs, it has to have cheese.
Mhm.
You know, I don't like egg that much. But I have to eat egg because it's the one thing that has a ton of protein in it,
Yeah.
which I need in the morning.
I agree.
So it's either I eat egg or I eat yogurt.
Do you
And
like yogurt though?
I like yogurt, but I'm sick of it because for half of the year last year, I ate only yogurt for breakfast.
I mean, it's not bad. I agree with you to the point to where I don't want to eat it on like a regular, everyday type of situation. I couldn't do it. Could not freaking do it.
I ate, actually this is this year, not last year.
Oh,
This year I ate yogurt for 6 months straight.
Oh yeah, bump that.
Breakfast. And I was like, I can't do it anymore because I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'm all yogurted out. So I went back to eggs. I don't mind eggs, but it does have to be made a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's what she. So
I mean,
it's either I make hard boiled or I make scrambled or whatever. My egg muffins.
Oh my made. Yeah, with me, because like I prefer my eggs to be cooked a certain way as well, like sunny side up and everything like that, where the yolk's still intact, because if because I'm also the type of person to use it for like ketchup per se. I use it like ketchup whenever I am eating sausage or bacon. Or
You
whatever.
dip it.
Exactly.
You dip like bread or whatever in it.
Exactly.
That's what my cousin does too.
And I just love it. I don't know why. It's just a thing with me. Whenever I eat just eggs, sausage, or whatever, I just gotta have it sunny side up and exactly like that. Just
See,
like
that's different. If I can make it like, if I can make it like that, like I'll do that on the weekend when I'm not going to work. But when I go to work, I have to bring my breakfast with me because I have to leave really early.
Okay, why don't you? Forgive me.
That's
for
why
asking
I
this, but why
make
don't
all
you,
the egg muffins.
Forgive me for asking, but why don't you just wake up early maybe or earlier?
I wake up at 6 o'clock. Fuck that shit.
You don't want to wake up earlier than any earlier.
No.
Like I said, forgive me for
Hell
asking.
no. Because if I'm waking up at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna wake up, take a shower, brush my teeth and everything, walk the dog, and then eat breakfast, and then I have to go to work. It's just too much. Like, I'll feel sick on the boat if I eat. All the swaying back and forth will make me seasick.
Okay, I got you. Makes sense.
And also, I take a train too, so that's not any better. I take 2 trains. One of the 2 trains is like sways a lot as well.
Right.
So I don't like eating before I get into work that early. If it's later in the day and I have to go to work, then that's different. But you know, my commute is like an hour and a half.
Yep. Completely understand you.
I don't even like waking up at 6. I'm not a morning person.
I'm not either. But I don't know. I
You
hate
don't wake
Fridays.
up that early though.
I used
You
to.
never wake up that
actually
early.
woke up earlier than that on one of my jobs. I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, leave the house at 6, got at work around 7:45, 7:30 maybe, Central. So, yeah,
That was an hour and a half commute for you too then.
it was about an hour, yeah. Yeah. Fuck you, Snake. Or Snick.
I just earned $50 in super cash from Old Navy, which I'll
Yay.
never use because
Why won't you use it? You don't shop there or something?
I don't like shopping for clothes that much. Remember when I was taking pictures of the mall?
uh,
It makes me sick to look at clothes for too long.
Yeesh.
And well, Old Navy I could shop online, but like I don't do it that often because I don't really need to. I just bought $400 worth of stuff. Like what does this coupon do anyway? Come back November 28th through the 4th and use $10 towards every $25 spent. Can't use gift cards with this code either. So I'm almost guaranteed to get another gift card from my mom.
Why? You don't tell her to get you like, you know, gift cards to Steam or GameStop or something like that?
She doesn't know what those things are.
Teacher?
My mom's 75 years old.
Never mind. Forget I asked. All you had to say was her age.
My mom couldn't remember her way out of the movie theater yesterday.
I'm done. But
like legit, it worried me though.
Oh jeez, I don't
because like so we sit down and get comfortable, whatever. She goes, I need to use the restroom. I'm like, all right. Just remember it's theater 8. And she's like, okay. She goes downstairs and she goes the opposite. She goes through the she's about to go through the wrong exit, and I see her because I was standing up taking off my coat. And I see her, and I'm like, Ma, it's to the right, not the left. And she's like, oh, mind you, we came from the right. So that concerned me because I was just like, why would you go to the left? That's the exit out of the building.
Right.
So I don't know. It just is. I was just like, I was like, you got your cell phone with you, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, just text me if you get lost or you have trouble. It's like, all right. I was like, oh Jesus.
Oh.
My mom is funny because she's like, if she doesn't know where she's going, people like go out of their way to help her too.
That's funny, adorable.
Cause my mom's like this sweet little old lady. But it does worry me that she's kind of losing her memory.
Yeah, could be bad.
And she's like, I know I'm not having Alzheimer's yet. I'm not that old. And I'm just looking at her like,
Like,
are you kidding me? I don't think she remembers how old she is.
I mean, come on.
And it's funny because there'll be moments where she has these spurts of energy.
Uh-huh.
So when we were walking around Fulton Street, which is where the movie theater is, they're rebuilding the mall that's in that area. And I wanted to cross the street and go like to see like how much they've built out. And
Uh-huh.
they finished building the mall, but there are no stores in there. And I'm guessing the rent must be too high because there's no stores in there.
Mm.
Um, so as we're crossing the street, she sees that the light is green, so she sprints across the street, and I'm like, "Where are you going so fast right now?" She was walking faster than me. I was like, "What the hell?" Crossing the street like I don't want to be in the middle of the street, but geez. And she just like ran across the street. I was like, is there a rush right now?
So, like, do you
The
know something that I
hell?
don't know about?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was cold outside. We weren't gonna be able to go into the mall because there was no stores in there and it's shut down.
Uh-huh.
They really need to put stores in that mall because when there were stores in the mall, it was awesome. I used to hang out there all the time.
Excuse me. Shit. Damn. Sorry.
And it's a really nice area too because they have like a pirate ship, like a
Nice.
real live pirate ship that's in the water
Uh-huh.
that you can look at. And you can't go on it though.
Oof.
But for some reason they have a pirate ship over there. Or some ship. Let me see. What is it called? South Street
Yeah, I went into the stream
Seaport
now.
Ship.
But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. A little bit of a test. But I
A little
am
bit of
going
it.
to end the stream here tonight and pick up in the morning. See you guys then.